Is this not the great Babylon I have built as a royal residence by my mighty power and for the glory of my majesty? The vain and pompous boast of King Nebuchadnezzar. But shortly after he uttered those words, he was cast out and lost everything. And we can look harshly on the king for his lack of humility, but are we so different? Do we not take pride in the kingdoms that we have built? Our homes, our cars, our careers, our roles in church, even our families. Out of our arrogance, we embrace the gifts and blessings of God and then declare, is this not the kingdom I have built? Well, if so, why should we expect to fare any better than the king? But just like Nebuchadnezzar, we have been offered a way out. To remain humble before the Most High, before we are humbled. To give God the glory and to recognize that kingdoms will rise and fall, but His kingdom will reign forever. Amen. And then there are kingdoms that we may find ourselves in, where we may feel more like captives than citizens. That's the position that Daniel and others found themselves in when Judah was laid bare by Babylon, and they were torn from everything they knew, sent to a strange land, taught a foreign tongue, immersed in a culture that had no reverence for the God of Israel. And they were faced with a choice. Compromise to fit in or risk everything and honor God, no matter the cost. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they took a stand, and they were thrown into the fiery furnace. Daniel into the lion's den. They defied the expectations of the kingdom they were in and remained faithful to their true king. Facing death itself, they were uncompromising, knowing that they served a God that could be trusted, regardless of the outcome. Now, that's not to say that we'll walk through this life unscathed. There have been too many martyrs for the faith to believe that. But we can be assured that God is with us if we put our faith in Him. Now, not everyone who was exiled took the stand that Daniel and his companions did. Maybe they just thought it would be easier not to. Or maybe they were afraid or didn't want to make waves. But they became like the Babylonians. They ate the king's food and they drank his wine. They surrendered their identity to their location. Instead of wearing the white uniform of the home team, they became indistinguishable from those around them, even worshiping the gods they did. But as children of God, we are in this world, but we're not of it. And like the Jewish people sent to Babylon, this is not our home. So as exiles in this world, what choice will we make? Will we adopt the practices of the kingdom we are in? Will we worship the gods of this kingdom? Wealth, possessions, prestige, influence, comfort, pleasure? Will our lives look no different than everyone else's? Or will we be salt and light to a world lost in darkness? For we have been given keys to a greater kingdom, the greatest kingdom, an eternal kingdom, a spiritual kingdom where we are no longer exiles, but members of God's household, built on the firm foundation laid by the saints and the apostles who believe the words of Jesus, who is the chief cornerstone, rejected by men, a stumbling block to those who ignore His word. But for those who believe, we are like living stones coming together to build a holy temple where the Spirit of God resides. For we are God's holy church, firmly built on Christ our Lord. And we shall prevail not only against the relentless storms of this world, but against the gates of hell itself. For death is defeated, and our King is alive.